Oh, there's this to the corner. What the fuck? Second place, and Goku's just falling down the order now as well as Hero gets up into P3. Pepper's gonna go down the inside for the lead here in Indianapolis. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pummu Indycar series. We are here finally for the season finale at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. But before we can get into the Indy 500, we have to do, of course, the Fast 6 qualifying. Now, before we hop into the qualifying action, I'm going to go over the rest of the grid here, as the rest of the grid has been confirmed. Now, 7th through 13th during qualifying locked themselves in and will start in those positions. Those people being, of course, Neymar, Waffles, Chesko, Smalls, Messi, Dizzy, and Diablo. Wrapping up the rest of the field, your top 6 here that will be going on in just a few minutes. Nathan, Pepper, Rod City, Little Man, King, and Mitch. And just a few hours ago, as of course DSA doing something real quick, just a few hours ago we had the bottom 5 qualifying as well, which will make up the rest of our 18 car field here. It's going to be Findsy, Mats, Gan, Big, and Rayo rounding up the rest of the field. Looking at the list of people that did not qualify or are under the cutoff, we have Pilot John, Triff, Pina, Pilot John, again for some reason, Caden, Baron, and Blue Dolphin. Those are all the notable names that I could find. And yeah, we're just gonna go and jump right into some onboard action here as we go into Fast 6 qualifying here in Indianapolis. I'm so happy DSA made me record this part. Oh my god. I'm so happy DSA made me record this. And here we go then. This is Mitch starting her first of 2 hot laps here in the Fast 6 shootout here for pole position. Just a bit of breaking news while we were away for the break. It was Little Man and Rod City. Both of them have forfeit their shootout positions and will start the Indy 500 5th and 6th due to, I guess, repairing some damage, though it does also seem like Rox said that he'll just do better in the race. But here we go, and then it looked like a good first lap here for Mitch here. Across the line she goes. She gets one more lap after this. So this will be her final lap. Of course, the average of both times will be her qualifying time. We'll wait to see in a few moments to see where this will put her as the benchmark. So far, it's looked like a good lap for her, though. Into 3 and 4, still going mostly flat out here. Through through turn 4 now and onto the front straight. Looked like she tapped the wall there a little bit, might affect her time, but across the line, that will be her qualifying done. So there you go, the first of the 4 drivers here to shoot out here at the Indy 500. Well, here we go then. Mitch rounds off as the first driver in this shootout with an average of 37.2325. Not the best time we've seen this weekend, but definitely not one of the worst. Now we see King on track starting his first out lap here in Indianapolis. Looking to try and challenge for pole position here. Of course, the driver who gets pole position here will actually win 500 Robux as well. I didn't get to mention that earlier, but that is something I have learned since then. Here we go, end of the first lap. Across the line, looks like it was a tidy lap for King. We'll have to wait and see. as we ride on board with King here on its second lap. We'll ignore how jank that transition was. So far, it's looked like a pretty tidy lap here for King. A little bit wide in turn 3, though. Didn't have to lift too much to fix it. Clip the grass there. He's gonna hit the wall! Oh, that's big disaster there for King. That's gonna make him lose a lot of time. And just with how strong this competition is here in the Final Four, that may have soiled his chances of pole position. So King, there he is, admitting his mistake as well. Not at all what he would have wanted here in qualifying. And here he is, man. Your Season 3 Pummu IndyCar Series champion, Pepernado, coming out the garage area into his pit stall, getting some fresh tires and getting ready to go on his flying lap here at Indianapolis. Before we get to his lap, of course, as I mentioned before, he is your champion. He leads the standings, I believe, by over 100 points, and although the Indy 500 is a double points paying race, no one is close enough to even give him a shot. So Pepper, looking to win here for the second time in a row here for the Indy 500. But he doesn't have to worry too much about the championship, as he is your champion now. Getting up to speed now, King, with that costly mistake in turn 4, his average will be a 37.331, which will slot him behind Mitch. And Mitch is not very confident about her lap either, but here we go, Pepper, on his first hot lap here. It looks like he's clipped a curb there in turn 2 just a little bit. Doesn't seem to have made him lose too much speed though. But it does not take a lot to upset these cars, especially with how fast these cars are going, up to 240 miles per hour in the slipstream. Here we go to turn 4. It'll be a much cleaner turn 4 than King, but that second lap is just as important as the first one, since it is the average lap time. Here we go to second lap here for Pepper. Through turn 1. Oh my god, I can't speak. Turn 2. Kept it clean, a little lower than I have seen most drivers go, but still keeping it for the most part tidy. We'll ride on the helicopter cam here as he goes through turn 3, lines himself up for the final corner. He will not turn in too early, unlike King, and he will go down the front stretch, and he will complete his second flying lap. And I have to say that was a very strong showing for our champion here. Very good, very strong hot laps there. We'll have to wait and see what his average is. But I imagine he's at the least ahead of King. No offense to him. And here he is then. The only man that can get in between Pepper and pole position here. Pepper's average is a 37.165. It will put him 1/10 ahead of Mitch in second. But Nathan, the final driver of our top 6 here, ready to qualify into his pit stall, out of his pit stall, and out of pit lane for his outlap. Nathan has shown very strong pace. And very, very good pace in all the practice and qualifying sessions before this. And we can see Nathan already cheesing on his outlap just a bit while riding to save his tires. I'm not too sure if that's a good way to maintain speed, but it is a good way to maintain your tires. Doesn't seem like he wants to save his tires anymore. He gets ready to build up speed and get ready for his hot lap. And I mean, no pressure, Nathan, but you are the only person in between Pepper and pole position as he comes down the front stretch and starts his first flying lap here in Indianapolis, the final driver in our top 6 here in the Fast 6 shootout. Through 1 and 2 he goes, and he's able to carry a lot of speed through 1 and through turn 2. He keeps it much cleaner than Pepper did on his first lap as well. Down the backstretch and into turn 3, here we go. Keep it tidy. Very important to keep it tidy, but it is extremely difficult to do that These cars just go so fast, so much faster than what these guys have driven all season. It's looked like a very tidy first lap here, but this second lap, like I said for Pepper, this second lap is just as important. And here we go through one. Oh man, he's just there. Oh my goodness, he's sending it through that corner. Goes very low. And turn 2, he taps the wall. And I don't think that's going to cause him to lose too much speed. But that may have been just a very small mistake there for Nathan. Turns 3. And into the final corner. A little low. But he'll keep it out the wall. He's pushed it all the way to the wall. He knows what's at stake here. Across the line. And we wait to see what his average is. But that was a very strong qualifying for him. And ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. And it will be Pepper once again on pole position for another Pummu Indycar Series race. But this one, the biggest of them all. By only 0.03 of a second. Nathan's average, a 37.198, and Pepper's average is a 37.165. So Pepper, pole position here for the Indy 500 tomorrow, which will be live streamed courtesy of VLTV. Not a lot to say there then. We knew it was coming. Let's be honest here. Pepper has been very strong in both qualifying and in his races. But here he is, once again, coming to victory lane. Not for the win, not for the win just yet, but for pole position. And a very close qualifying. Thank you for watching. We'll tune in tomorrow for, of course, the fourth ever Pummu Indy 500. And can Pepper go back-to-back and get his name on this trophy here twice? We'll have to see. Trainwreck, not in this one, but finds he also could go and get his name on it twice. And as the track says, it all goes for 3,000 Robux, your grand prize for tomorrow. And so, tune in tomorrow for the live stream. Of course, more information will be posted about that later. Thank you all for watching, and congratulations to Pepper for grabbing the 500 Robux prize and sitting in pole position for tomorrow's Indy 500.